how hard can it be? Well, let's find out. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of Wolfie's Wheels. In this edition of Wolfie's Wheels, I attempt to do something I've never actually tried to do before, and that is to change the dash panels on the 695 Settanta Anniversario Abarth. See, like a lot of people, I'm not over keen on the dashboard finish here in the car. A lot of people don't really like this 500 badge. To be honest, it doesn't bother me, but I don't know, this is just a bit down market, I guess, for what should be sort of a flagship car. So I've got hold of a carbon fibre wrapped dash, and I think it should always have come with sort of probably more carbon on than it actually does. I suppose the big question is, how hard can it be? I've watched a few YouTube videos. Seems to be hopefully not that difficult. I've got some tools from Amazon which should help me not damage the trim while I'm doing the job. So as I said, how hard can it be? Well, let's find out. The first bit of trim we're going to take off is this one here, because that appears to be kind of the simplest. It's just held in with a few clips. So we'll give that a go to start with and see how we get on. We've got here the new piece to go on. And luckily, you see, by having this old piece, I can actually see where the clips are going round, which should help me to know where to put the removal tool to start with. So I've got a selection of removal tools, just I got from not eBay but Amazon, and hopefully within this kit I'll have the right thing for the job. So by putting this tool under there, here we go, see what happens. Does it? Yep, there you go. It's starting to come. Oh, something's just fell off. One of those, that's okay, I know what that is. And then they should just wriggle out at the top. Just take the key out of the ignition, give myself a bit more room. So it's being held in by this one here. So let's see if we can get a small tool in there. Because I don't want to damage these original parts, because I might want to put them back on one day, as when and if I come to sell the car. So that's it. There you go. Off ski. So I don't know where that white bit went. Where's it gone? We'll find that in a bit. So we then get this part and line it all up. It should just all, the gods are on our side, push on. Look at that. How about that? First bit done, and that was in real time. Air vents. So it's the first bit on. First casualty, one of the tools. Teach me to buy cheap off of Amazon. And that's the little clip which came off of there. Just goes onto there. So that's all very good. This tells me that this was made in 22nd of January 2020, this particular bit here. Of course, where the fun and games really starts is when we come to put this much longer piece in, which obviously being that much longer is going to just be a bit more difficult to manage. On the back of it, behind the various buttons here, with a small plug-in for the electrics, which I mustn't forget to take out without damaging it, and then it all should be good to go. So the next thing is to start taking the rest of the dash apart. To take the dash apart on this part, of course, is slightly different because you've got some screws. Those two screws are behind this panel here, so this panel here has to pop out. and you've got another screw somewhere else. Just trying to find it. There's 1, 2. Okay, I thought there were 3 screws. There's only 2 on this car. Fair enough. I thought there was 1 in the glove box, but obviously not. It's just 2 that are behind the air conditioning type panel. So the next thing to take off is that, and that comes off exactly the same way. You just sort of prise it off and hope for the best when it goes click. Right, so we'll just go in to here, see how easy this is to prise off. Answer, it appears to be relatively straightforward so far. Right, so that's that out as far as that needs to go, which is good. And you can see the 2 screws here, and they appear to be Torx screws. So I'll just go and get my Torx drivers. Yeah, back to the drawing board there. As you can see there is the 3rd screw, and that will be located somewhere in this glove box. So it's about there. Anyway, let's crack on and get these Torx off. Doing this job yourself, the Torx, I don't know if this will actually focus on it, but it says on it CRMV T-25H. So that's the size that you need to be able to take these Torx things out. Just in there. Of course, they're not very tight. No wonder the dash rattles a bit, like the rest of the car, of course. So the screw is just up here that you have to take out at the 3rd screw. So there are 2 screws. There's 1 there and 1 there. This one appears to hold something else, and like the glove box together. This is one that seems to go up and into the dash panel. So carefully remove that. I'm going to say without dropping it, but I did. And into the nice new magnetic tool tray, so I don't lose stuff. So the next job is to start to try and prise this off. So let's just have a quick reference look at the one that came off, which might give us an idea as to where we ought to start. But actually, I don't know. Seems to come off all right anyway. Yep, so let's chuck that one under there, see what happens. Definitely helps having the other pattern piece as a pattern, so you can see where the bits all are. And there's a connector at the back, which you probably can't see in camera shot. So I now need to work out how that comes out. In the end, I worked out how to pull this off. It's this piece here, which actually clips under these 2 things here, and then it goes in. So that was fairly straightforward. And here we have the old piece removed. So first thing we'll do is we'll reassemble the electrics part like that, and then just lay that there. And let's just go and put the ignition on, just to check that all the buttons actually do what they should do. Yeah, hazards has. Sport says sport, that's good. And on the basis that they both work, I'm pretty sure the fog lights will follow suit. So now it's just a case of putting it back together, which shouldn't be too hard. Now we've just got to try and remember how it came off. So let's thread the top bits in first. I'm pretty sure that's how it did it. goodness me. That appears to be in. So it's now a matter of just putting these screws back up. So there's one under here, of course. Put the glasses back on so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, it's not looking good. Yep, there we go. Is it going to go in? Is it going in? Yep, that's in. And screw number 2. Let's close the box. That one. And I'll do the other one down the other side. I'm not actually watching what I'm doing at the moment in terms of the film, so hopefully my head isn't getting too much in the way. And apologies if it is. But I need to do the job. Right, so that's that. And then that just clips back on. Comme ça. And there we have the carbon fibre wrapped dash as fitted. Personally, I think it looks a lot better. Goes with the carbon on the steering wheel. And there we have the job done. I think it looks a lot better than it did before. Should always have had more carbon in it in my book, but I didn't design the car. But there you go. Hopefully you found the video useful if you want to change the dash panels on your own Abarth or even your Fiat 500. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you soon in another episode of Wolfie's Wheels. Bye.